sometimes it is just too much.
So embarrassed.
Am I just talking too much?
I don't remember any of that.
There's a lot I don't remember, too. Too much information.
We say that after every one of these, and for some reason, we're employed all the time.
Too much, it's ruined.
I can't believe we have a show.
We might not tomorrow.
Staci and Hutch say too much.
All right.
Hello.
Welcome to another edition of the podcast, Say Too Much. There is no Hutch here. He's not going to be saying too much. He will be back on Monday.
He'll be saying too little.
He'll be saying too little. I have not heard from him in the past 24 hours. Normally he
Harass
will,
you?
Well, yeah. Normally, at least like at night, he'll say, "How are the dogs?" or like, "Everything all good?" Or
say, "Oh, I let him out. They haven't come back yet."
And you know what's weird is usually that makes me think something terrible has happened.
Yeah, you guys are quite the worry warts. I was surprised that when I was gone, you're like, "Well, what's going on?" And
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
he worries about you.
I don't know why.
Very much.
That's so weird.
Very much. He was. I remember when you were in Vegas, he was saying like she hasn't gotten back to me. She always gets back to me by this point. I was like, well, she probably was
you're
a
in
buddy or
Vegas.
something.
I was on the plane and I ended up having to take a different flight. So then I didn't have, I had no Wi-Fi. My phone was down. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to sit here at the bar for a while until my flight.
I would say when you take a break, if you're on vacation, you don't have to answer us at all. My frustration with him comes when I need an answer to find new music for New Music Friday, and he's not answering. And he's not answering me.
Yeah,
That's my concern.
I don't know. So I guess I could harass him now and go, well, how's it going?
Should we just mass text him?
And just say, what's happening? Where are you? Actually, yeah. Let's hold. Nah.
I miss when people, like most people, had like ringtones, like an actual sounds for text messages. Some people still do, but just for the sounds, and you could just every time they get a text, they might have some noise.
I actually have separate sounds for separate people.
Oh, okay. So you still have some enabled.
Yeah, just so I know if I have to get up off the couch.
Oh, if it's worth.
Are you talking about like ringtones?
Yeah, like if
like text tones.
like my parents, I have a specific sound for their calls and their texts, so I know. I better get that.
Sure.
Somebody may have fallen and can't get up, or
Turn your phone up.
Okay.
I just
put it near the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know what
you don't have a special one?
Why?
I don't know.
Not
everyone else does.
That's
no
yours.
need for a fire drill.
Default Apple ring is mine.
No, that's the old phone.
Yeah, old phone.
Old phone. No, my parents, if they're calling, there's probably something specific going on. With you, I'll answer it because I know it's you.
Okay.
You're Alex.
I
A
won't
friend
take
of mine
offense
in
to that.
college had the one that he had an Android, and so his would always go droid.
I remember that one.
And so one time he had company over, and my roommates and I, we just kept max texting him, so it kept going droid.
While he was, dare I say, making love?
Perhaps, yes.
Oh
To the sweet, smooth tones of your Android, your Microsoft Android phone. Nothing will get a girl going more than that.
Yes,
We
indeed.
could hear it the whole time too.
Oh my
from
God, that's
the other
funny.
rooms. It was so great.
Something similar I found when I was younger, and I was, trying to get lucky with a nice lady or whatever. I would just play basically soundboard C-3PO of just all the lines through all the movies.
Yep.
So it was great. You just see, she was in the mood, and then you'd hear no R2, and she was done.
This is the one that goes off when my parents call.
Oh, that's great.
Because they're clowns. So that's just to say clown show incoming.
Yes.
Yeah.
It always confuses me at first because I'm like, what's happening? Why is there a song? Oh, that's the clown music.
Did used to have a text tone for an old boss. And so
Dun, dun,
anytime
dun,
you hear
dun.
that one, it gives that specific sound. I get anxiety
Oh,
from it.
I believe
have
it.
PTSD.
I believe it.
But
I
I
need
had to
to
be
s-
on alert.
I think I need to set one let's go back in the old days. I'm going to start assigning unique ringtones to everybody's contacts.
Yeah.
And speaking of your parents, Staci, thank you, by the way, for the amount of prep that you've done this week, because I am god awful at it.
Oh, well.
And you've actually gotten some things prepared for this podcast, and this one I actually could use some help with because I am the worst at knowing when Father's Day and Mother's Day is.
Yeah. Well, Father's Day is this weekend.
Yep. Brooks reminded me yesterday.
Good.
And then I forgot.
I did.
And now I've been reminded by this.
Yes.
So survey revealing what dads want for Father's Day may surprise you.
Yeah.
Which I never know what to get my
It's
dad.
hard. My dad is in his 80s now, so it's not like I'm going to get him any sporting equipment. He's not doing any of that. He doesn't really do yard work so much anymore. So it was a tough one. But according to a survey, a lot of dads don't think Father's Day gets nearly the love that Mother's Day gets. And I agree with that. About 40% say they got a gift from a family on their special holiday, and that's it. Only 40% got a gift.
Maybe that's because all you did was take a condom off.
I don't want to think about that. More than a third of the dads.
I just love how straight faced you were and matter of fact.
I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? I'm not going to begin to pretend like a guy does as much as a mother.
Dads raise you, hopefully, fathers.
They try.
Yeah, well.
They do their best.
Well, let me just tell you what the dads want for Father's Day.
I've
ones who
destroyed
aren't
her
deserving.
confidence somehow. I don't know why. Are you thinking about your dad? Is that why?
I don't want to think about
Okay.
that. Okay. The dads say that they fake excitement over the gift they get. Well, everyone does if you get a crummy gift. But anyway, this is what they want. A nice meal that's not from a microwave or delivery app. About half of them want total control of the TV remote. And the rest,
That's actually great.
right?
I got you a hungry man for Father's Day.
The rest say they just want a day all to themselves. Don't they have a day every day, all to themselves, pretty much, unless you've got little kids?
If they're bad dads, yeah.
That's what they want.
A day to themselves. I
Here's
can't
the
blame
remote.
them. That's
Here you go, Dad. Just
Yeah.
wrap it up. The remote.
I think my dad just wants my mom to leave him alone in the TV room so he can eat Snicker bars and hot dogs.
that will be me if I am unlucky enough to make it to 80 years old. All I'll want, leave me. I'll have a separate room for myself. I'm gonna watch Liverpool highlights all day, and I'll eat something like a hot dog and give me a 6-pack of beer, and I'll be happy.
I think I'll take my mom somewhere so he can have the time by himself and he can just like sneak eat whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And my mom will be thrilled because I'll put wine down her throat and she'll be thrilled.
It's like making foie gras. You're just gonna put a tube down mom's throat and
Come on,
hook it up to
Mom.
Pinot Gris.
Let's go get a little cocktail. And she'll be like, "Ooh, don't tell your father. Don't tell Al. Don't tell Al.
Don't.
Do you get your mom liquored up sometimes just to
Oh,
make
yeah.
a nice hang?
Oh, it's hilarious.
Really?
She's so funny when she's tipsy. I love it.
Can we do that? Can we have your parents over one night? I just want to sit on your porch,
Mhm.
meet your parents,
Mhm.
have a glass of wine, and then get some stories out of them.
You won't get many out of my dad if you're thinking you'll get them when he's tipsy because he can't really drink anything because he's on certain medications. But
You can still tell stories.
yeah, you
sober?
can tell. He won't get anything good out of him, though.
Okay. So it's your mom.
Not about me, I mean.
It's your mother.
Yeah, my mom will spill the beans.
So what, because you're a thoughtful gift giver, what have you done? Maybe you'll spark an idea in my head. What have you given your dad previous Father's Day? Is there like a good gift you remember this year? I nailed it.
Well, I did get him a very nice bottle of whiskey one year, but so that won't work again. But this year I got him a hand massager.
That actually might be a good gift because whenever I go, I do agree to go to the Hutch Lauren household and watch the dogs. And one of the main reasons is because they have a foot massager that is incredible.
Ooh.
And then downstairs, they have a body massager.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
So before bed, I have a couple of THC Celsius.
And
I
then
get all
you're like-
loopy. And then I get rubbed down by a chair.
That's kind of nice.
Thank you, Brookstone.
Yeah. Well, this somebody I know had one, and I was like, really, hand massage? What do you mean? And I stuck my hand in there, and I'm starting to get like arthritis in my thumbs, and then it's really cold in here, so it doesn't help. So the rest of my hands, and I take after my dad, so my dad has arthritis in his hands. So I put my hands in my friend's little massager, and I'm like, oh my god, that feels amazing.
Hand massager. Let's see if I can pull this up super quick.
There's
Brooks, while I'm doing that, what have you gotten your dad that you would think would be?
It's funny because my dad, like so many dads, they're hard to please sometimes and it's hard to shop for them. But funny enough, most recently, and it wasn't even so much a gift, it was just, I was like, oh, hey, you know what? Maybe because we have similar shoe size. And I gave him these pair of really, really comfortable shoes.
Uh-huh.
And he never shuts up about them.
He loves
But
them?
it's so funny because any other, like, if I go out of my way and give him like a gift for whatever occasion,
Yeah.
oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Never see it again,
I
you know,
think I'm-
or like if I do, it's very forced.
Yeah. It's weird.
So I almost want to double down for Father's Day and just get another color of the same shoes.
That's not a bad idea.
Because he loves them.
Oh, well, that's
Why
great.
wouldn't you? Yeah, get a different colorway, and then he'll be as stylish as you.
But like they're also very a functional comfort shoe. But again, it's that just feels cheap. That feels.
But if he digs
down,
it, why not?
I guess.
I got my dad those step-in shoes, but he's got such big feet. We couldn't find the right size. He's like a 13 or 14.
Like a Skechers
Yeah.
step in, like so
Yeah.
he doesn't have to shatter his back to lean down over it.
But we finally found some. But
I think whiskey is the one because my dad has, since he's retired, he has really gotten into alcohol, even more so than he used to be. But he's a very classic, like
a connoisseur kind of situation.
Like a home bar.
Like an alcoholic connoisseur.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's always had
classy.
Classy. He is very classy. And he's always had, I was actually talking to somebody. I actually met a listener yesterday. Listener John.
Okay.
Who reached out to me and we were kind of talking. I told him, I was like, this is the only time I'll ever do this because we were bonding over wine.
Mm-hmm.
And he invited me over to have a little wine on his porch with his husband before they go off. They're going to be traveling forever.
Okay.
This story is not important. What is important is that I was saying that my dad always had like a wine cellar and he had an app that would keep his inventory calculated with what house it's in and where it's at and stuff. And then he's gotten into whiskey, but I can't afford. This is the problem. You can't buy
a really good whiskey
for somebody that can get anything they want.
Yeah. That's tough.
So like I could only afford to get him a whiskey that to him is like bottom shelf.
Right.
And,
Jameson. Nice.
Well,
he'd be like, oh, thanks.
You could get him the special blend, though, that our friends at O'Shaughnessy make.
That might be the move. Something specific to here.
Local.
Would they ask? Because I know they do the label printing.
Yeah, they can do a specific label for you.
How much is that going to put me out?
I don't think the label would cost anything special.
Who do I have to reach out to? Who's our people over there?
Oh, Shannon, I'm
coming for you. Because when you guys have done a couple of those, the St. Patrick's Day one, the boss came back with some booze. You guys came back with booze.
I don't think they met you yet, so that's probably why. They didn't.
No one there could have said, by the way, our producer also has a problem.
For them. They handed it to us as we were leaving. So I'm sorry.
I miss out on everything.
I know. You can have some of mine.
Okay. Let's wrap this up with a list of top TV dads. Let's see if we agree with this.
Okay.
I think I saw this.
Tim Taylor, Home Improvement, is at number 1.
Sure.
2, Gomez Adams. Was he a good dad? Well, yeah, he was a good dad, I guess, in a creepy kind of way.
Well, they said that he was had the most consistent appeal across all generations and genders.
Oh, you got the whole list? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about Al Bundy, who I believe was a verbal abuser?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, he's kind of a loudmouth.
He was hilarious, but I don't think he was terribly respectful to his wife, if I recall.
I do like him when he was later on Modern Family as a different character.
Sure.
He's great across the board.
Yeah.
Red Foreman.
Also abusive.
Yeah, a
From
little
the
bit.
70s show.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a list back when men were
men.
Yeah.
And women were women.
These days, if you compared Red Foreman to, say, I don't know, let me pull a random person out of the hat, a Hutch.
Yeah.
Red Foreman seems far more masculine, and I think Hutch is more representative of dads today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Phil Dunphy.
That's probably my favorite.
That's the Hutch. Phil Dunphy is the Hutch of today.
Very much.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. I don't know. Tim Taylor, I got annoyed.
Well, that's our podcast.
Yay!
Reminder, Father's Day, get your dad something nice, or more importantly, leave him alone.
There you go.
Okay?
Leave him alone.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Bye.